My first ever call-up was for an under-15 camp in January of 2022. So far, I competed in 3 different tournaments for the U.S. The first was CONCACAF, my under-15s year. The second was a tournament in France, my U16s year. And then the third was U17 CONCACAF earlier this year. It was so amazing. I mean, winning U15 CONCACAF was great, but with U17, there's obviously a little bit more at stake with having to qualify for the World Cup. So it was just so exciting and so amazing to be part of that squad that was able to qualify. Initially, I was just so thankful and proud and so excited. This has been my dream to go to a U17 World Cup pretty much since I learned that the youth national teams were a thing. So I'm really excited to be part of the squad that will hopefully win the U.S. its first ever under-17 World Cup title. I think in these first few months of Ascent, I've grown so much as a goalkeeper, both on the field, training with my amazing teammates every day who have such vast experience playing collegiately, playing professionally, and playing internationally as well. They really push me to be my best every day. And then also off the field and tactically, playing under this coaching staff, especially with Coach Poole, having so much experience with the national team system, I feel like my soccer IQ has just grown so much as well. Training with Ascent has really put me in the best position going into this World Cup because of the level of play, the standards we have at training, just there's so much energy and it's so competitive every day at training. So I really feel prepared for the level of competition that I'll face at the World Cup.
We set out months and months ago before we even built the roster to say we're going to prioritise really high potential young players, not just from our immediate Charlotte Carolinas, but from all over the country. And you know, Molly's one of the best goalkeepers in the United States, and when it became a possibility, we said, you know what, this would be a really great opportunity, not just for Molly to develop her game, but for us. So it was a really easy choice for us to bring Molly here, and she's done great so far. Molly's a good goalkeeper. She's talented. She brought a skill set with her. I think this environment just it tests them every day, right? There's less time, less space, more expectation, more accountability. So you have to bring a certain level of competency into this environment, and I think just the everyday grind of being around pros and you know, like iron sharpening iron. So yeah, we've seen her game develop, but the time and speed and the spaces that she plays in have become more impressive. And then, you know, just for a younger goalkeeper, getting used to the pace of shots, the pace of crosses, the speed in which she has to make decisions. So all those parts of her game are developing, and you know, that's the best part when you put a young, high potential player like Molly in a professional environment. She can't help but improve. Again, we signed Molly knowing full well she's one of the most talented players in the country. So yeah, of course, it's anytime you get to represent your country. I'm fortunate that I've been to U20, 17, full World Cups, Olympics. Like anytime you get to represent your country, it's special. So I'm proud and happy for her that she gets to do that. But honestly, we expected it, right? Like she's at that level. So this is a big stepping stone in her career. This is a building block in her career, and you know, she's going to continue to get these opportunities. Yeah, we try and do it a little differently here, right? So we don't have players in and out, and we don't have people kind of dipping their toe in the water. We only offer a full-time situation for young players. So obviously Molly taking this massive opportunity and moving from Chicago and coming to live here full-time and train and play here full-time in Charlotte has been big for her. We don't look at it as, hey, let's bring some young players to help us train. We look at bringing these players in to say, okay, these players have a legitimate shot to become professionals, and we have to provide a pathway for those players, and not just provide the pathway and talk a good game. We have to actually make it achievable and attainable for us. So someone like Molly now that's, you know, regularly making our match day 18, pushing for playing time. You know, it's been really important for her, but for all of our young players, we don't do kind of part-time. It's all in here, 24/7, and you know, Molly's certainly been a great example of that. Yeah, it's part of our mission, right? Like part of our mission is the ability to create professional pathways for young players. And while we're really happy with the group that we have, this will be a trend that will continue for many years here at the club. You know, as soon as we sign an exceptional player like Molly, we look for the next, and we look for the next, and that's within our city, within our state, but that's also nation and worldwide. So, you know, when we have an eye to next season, we've already started that identification process. We work again locally, we work with the most talented players and their agents in the country. So we are a destination for high potential young players. And again, it sounds nice and it feels good when you sign them, but you have to create realistic pathways and give them opportunities to achieve their dreams.